And again, this investigation is still ongoing. At this time, Cabrera's body has not yet been found. Fresno fire officials are working to make sure that downtown Fresno buildings are up to code to avoid a tragedy like the Ghost Fire in Oakland.
Well, Stephanie, that's right. We're here at Airport Liquor off McKinley and Chestnut, where they're already posting signs talking about this new law that will go into effect in just an hour. That's Thursday, June 9th. Now, this is going to affect anyone buying tobacco products, from cigarettes to dip and even hookah.
All around town, you see signs up, letting customers know of a new law, one that might affect you.
As of midnight, you have to be 21 to buy a pack of cigarettes or anything tobacco related.
The California Department of Public Health says it's the first time in almost 150 years the age for buying tobacco products has changed. You now have to be 21 to buy cigarettes, dip, or even hookah.
A good 30-40% of my customers are under 21, 18 to 21. I'm going to have to raise prices now. I'm going to have to recheck everyone's IDs just to make sure everyone is over 21.
As of Wednesday at Sahara Hookah Lounge, the legal age to smoke was 18. Knowing the new law was soon going to be in effect, the business owner even tried alternative products, but has found no luck.
I was going to change all my tobacco products to steam stones, but they said anything that produces smoke is going to be 21.
And this large group of friends will have to find a new spot to meet up, all under 21.
It's more of like a hangout thing, more or less. And yeah, once in a while I'd like smoking a hookah because it, calms you.
But some say the age increase won't stop them and that young people rely on family or older friends to get their fix.
I can see it being harder, but I managed when I was younger and I can see myself managing now.
I think 18 should be enough.
Store owner Bob Baharla plans to obey the rules, but he worries many others will not, whether it's shoplifting or selling it to people under 21 on the black market.
They will sell $30 a carton outside. There are going to be people out there, they're going to be buying $30 here.
Cilantro, onion, cabbage, rice, beans, and 3 sauces. Avocado sauce, green, and red sauce. It was hard at the beginning, man. I would always rip it.
We've seen the video on Facebook about the anaconda burrito, so we figured we'd come check it out. It's pretty big.
Anaconda with sour cream?
There's been times that it's like 30 anacondas in 1 hour. One day, I was just fooling around in the kitchen, and I was like, you know what? I need to make a big burrito.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tortillas.
I actually made it for the homeless. Like yesterday, the one for the video, I actually gave it to 10 homeless people. The business is good for us, and we're just so thankful, We're thankful that they come and visit us, and that's all. We're giving back.
I just ordered the anaconda burrito.
You eat it by yourself.
I tried. I ate half and that was it.
3 anacondas coming up right now too. We made about 50 of these today.
We're real blessed to have so many people here following us and supporting our business.
It's a burrito, guys.
Me and Papa
That's the one right there.
Hemp Stock 2016, Tom McCall Waterfront Park in Portland, Oregon. So why are we here? Because California's Prop 64 also includes the legalization of hemp.
Hemp is very important. It'll be a boon for a lot of California farmers.
So what is hemp? In layman's term, hemp is marijuana without much THC, the cannabinoid or active ingredient, if you will, that gets you high when you smoke it or ingest it. So what do you do with hemp? Just about everything. It's used for paper, biofuels, clothes, soap, super health food, makeup, and more. And apparently we don't have enough of it in the U.S.
We're already importing Canadian-grown hemp, hemp grown from China.
Paul Stanford is the organizer of Hemp Stock and our unofficial host at the event.
And I am very excited to see what's going to happen in California when the farmers there, the most productive farmers in the world, can grow hemp for fuel, fiber, food, and medicine.
Well, in the family, there's over 100 acres.
Here in the Valley, Ryan Jacobson, the executive director of the Fresno County Farm Bureau, sees the potential value of hemp as a crop, even though the official position of the California Farm Bureau Federation is no on 64.
But the hemp side, from an industrial side, there probably is a lot of uses that we may see being beneficial for growing that crop here in this county.
Jacobson says unlike marijuana, hemp actually uses less water, making it somewhat drought tolerant, and it could grow in less than desirable valley soil. It is, after all, a weed.
Cliff, these folks are from Fresno, California.
Hemp is so mainstream in Oregon that Cliff Thomason, who is running for governor with the Independent Party of Oregon, grows it. and he's not alone.
Well, last year there was around 7 people who grew hemp last year. This year there's 77 of them. Well, hemp has been, since the beginning of time, been the only plant that can feed you, clothe you, house you, and heal you.
And speaking of healing, with the passage of Measure 91, the medical marijuana business is also booming in Oregon.
I mean, I think it's going to be an extremely positive thing for the economy in Fresno.
Meet William Simpson, president of Chalice Farms.
I think politically, California going recreational will be a monster step in the right direction for the entire cannabis industry.
Chalice Farms is arguably the premier producer, processor, and retailer in Oregon for all things related to recreational and medical marijuana.
These gentlemen are from a news channel in Fresno talking about the new California measure.
Tucked in this nondescript industrial complex is a huge 30,000 square foot facility and storefront that's kind of a cross between a jewelry store and an upscale winery.
We want to say Oregon's becoming the Napa Valley of cannabis.
Here, customers 21 years and older can view the products inside custom-made elegant burlwood cabinets and order right off the menu. Yes, menu.
We print them almost daily, depending upon how fast. A lot of times we'll run out of these products. We'll get a lot of new products in, so they have to keep it up to date.
They have a state-of-the-art $350,000 cannabis oil extraction lab.
It's like chemistry all over again, but at a higher level with a Ferrari.
So how does it work? It's complicated.
So it's a liquid critical extraction, it's liquid CO2, and then you have to homogenize all the fats, lipids, and waxes out of it. Then you put it into a rotovac.
Got it? Throw in a centrifuge and some skilled labor and you have high-quality cannabis oil for upscale truffles.
So this is a vault, basically.
Very much so, yeah.
They also have a refrigerated bank-sized vault for their products, which are all tracked by barcodes right down to the pre-rolled joints. It's all part of Oregon's seed-to-sale tracking system. And like any good business, they're expanding.
The business model is to get to 10 stores in Oregon.
4 are already open, and construction is underway on 2 others. But it all costs money.
How much?
$10 million.
Chalice Farms represents one of the largest rounds of private financing ever in the marijuana industry. And with Prop 64, they're now looking at California.
If Prop 64 passes, do you guys have plans down there?
We're already looking. Yeah, we have been looking in California.
Where?
I'm going to leave that disclosed.
The Bay Area and Los Angeles come to mind for likely locations, but Simpson sees the marketability of Fresno too.
Fresno's positioned right on the way to national parks and lakes and all kinds of wonderful things, and it'd be just another cannabis tourism place to stop. When they come in for cannabis tourism, they stay at hotels, they eat at restaurants, they go to the arts.
They're from Fresno and they're doing a thing about Prop 64.
And whether it's the commercial value of hemp or high-end marijuana products, some say the image of marijuana is changing.
We got to get it out of the black market, change the perception, and the way to do that is to be very transparent, very open, and educate the consumer, the public. And what a better way to do it than in an environment like this.
I had about 2 or 3 seconds to spare.
Officer Darren Holman has been with the Red Bluff Police Department for about 1.5 years, but has never had a call quite like this. A distressed woman sitting on the tracks with a train fast approaching.
It looks like she scooted off the rail onto the east side and she just sat against the rail and I saw her slightly lean back. At that point I thought, she's checked out. She's made up her mind. She's seen the train.
For the next several seconds, he says the only thing on his mind was saving this woman.
I took off running. I kind of keep an eye on the train. And as I'm running, I realized, okay, the train's maybe going a little faster than I expected.
He asked if it was possible to stop the train, but there was no time. The train was on him before he knew it.
As I run by, I cross the tracks and I grab her left arm and kind of just pull her off out of the way of the train. And as I pulled her off, I recognized her as the female from the earlier call this morning.
That's right, these two had met before. Officer Holman had taken a report from the woman hours before after a domestic violence call.
I'm thankful he was able to help that lady, and hopefully she gets the help she desperately needs.
And though it was his life on the line, Officer Holman is quick to credit others for the outcome.
Without the citizen calling and notifying us, without my dispatcher Brittany, without her getting the information out quickly, and without Sergeant updating me on the location of the train, I think we'd be talking about a different story today.
And though many are calling him a hero, he doesn't see it that way.
Absolutely not. Just doing my job.